Proverbs chapter 13 verse 20 says, "He who walks with the wise will become wise, but a companion of fools will be destroyed." The first time I read this scripture, I was more or less like discouraged. I didn't understand it. I mean, it didn't look balanced. I will walk with the wise and I'll become wise. Yes, I understand. But how come I get to walk with the foolish and I'll be destroyed? Why don't I just become foolish? Why do I have to die? Why do I have to be destroyed? Why? That's how it seemed to me. But then I began to understand that when you team up with the wrong kinds of people, when you allow the wrong kinds of influence in your space, you don't just become like the influence. You become like the end point of the influence, which is destruction. The devil cometh not but to kill, to steal, and to destroy. So any kind of wrong atmosphere in your life is not just about maybe teaching you some wrong vices, teaching you how to steal or how to, get involved with some kind of addictions and all. No, it's not just really about that. It's the end point, which is the destruction that the devil seeks to do. So you must be careful with the kind of people that you allow in your space. A research has it that if I see 5 people who you consistently spend time with, we already know what your future would look like. Nobody needs to be a prophet or a soothsayer to know it. But once we see the kind of people that you spend time with, you call, that occupies most of your time, then we already know what your future will be like. You cannot underestimate the power of influence. There was a certain woman who had some very strong kind of wrong influence on the king. If you read Matthew chapter 14, that was King Herod. He went and took his brother's wife, his brother Philip's wife, Herodias, and John the Baptist spoke about it, and the king became upset and went and carried John and locked him up. Then the king had a birthday, and this woman's daughter came and danced. Sometimes I wonder, what manner of dance was that? I mean, this kind of dance that could have gotten John the Baptist's head. It must have been a very serious dance. But that's by the way. This lady, this little girl danced and danced and danced. I mean, in all of the satisfaction of the dance, the king said, "Just name it, say it. What do you want? I will give it to you." Unknown to the king, her mother had prepared her on the appropriate kind of response to give the king. And what else could she have desired, if not the head of the man who was speaking against what she was saying? And then the little girl said, the head of John the Baptist on the platter. The Bible recorded in Matthew 14 verse 9, the king was sorry. The king was sad. Like, he didn't like that he was going to cut off a prophet's head to give a girl because she danced. He was sorry about it. There are people in your life who make you do the things that you're sorry about. I've spoken to a lot of people, those who are hell-bound by some kinds of addictions. Some are into sex addictions, some are into drugs, some are into masturbation. They are not happy. They are not glad. They don't finish doing it and they are jumping up and down feeling cool. They are not happy just because of one wrong influence that they have opened up to come and infest their life. So there are people in your life who always make you do the wrong kind of things. Those things that you're doing is eventually leading you to your end. Destruction, yes. Because if you team up with the wise, you become wise. If you team up with the evil, with the foolish ones, you become destroyed. And who is a fool? A fool is someone who has said that there is no God. And saying there is no God means that in all of your affairs and your affections, you remove God. The relationships you have, you remove God. You remove the values of God. Just take up different kinds of evil vices. Everything about you, we cannot say that there is God in what you're doing. That's who a fool is. One who does things outside of God's plan for his or her life. So now, how do you break off negative influences from your life? Number 1, acknowledge it. Yes. Identify the negative influence that you have in your life. If you do not call a spade, then how will you know of a truth that is a spade? So you must look at your life and identify, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong, and acknowledge that it is wrong. Number 2, set clear boundaries. Now that you know that this is wrong, you must create boundaries. I mean, there are friends who, when they call you, it's not anything useful. It's just about, encouraging some wrong vices. Say, if you need to bar them, bar their lines. If you need to block them, block them. If you need to just not be around their circle where they can access you, be like that is important. Number 3 thing that you need to do to break off all the negative influence in your life is seek help. I mean, the power of every evil influence is secrecy. Do not die in silence thinking that you're strong enough because you were sorry you did it the last time. You're going to be able to fight it, and no. I mean, you are where you are because your strength and your ability can only take you that far. Now that you want to break off that influence, go out and seek help. I mean, there are good friends too you can have. There are pastors, there are family members that can help you. But by all means, don't stay where you are thinking that you have the ability to help yourself. Seek help from the right source. The 4th thing that you need to do to be free from any kind of negative influence, be accountable to someone. Yes, be accountable and stay accountable. Don't just be accountable for a season and you feel, oh, I'm free, and you run away. No, be accountable, stay accountable. Because the reason why that particular wrong influence dominated your life the way it did was because you were accountable to some kind of wrong influence. So now that you have decided, you have identified it, you've sought help, you need to submit yourself to a right kind of influence. If not, that bad influence that you chased away will come back. That's how demons operate. It will come back, and it will not just come back, it will come back reinforced, stronger than what it was before, and will dominate your life. Now that you are free, submit yourself and stay accountable. Get an accountability partner. It could be a mentor, it could be a senior colleague, but by all means, make sure it is someone who has some level of authority over what it is that you were dealing with before. Not someone who is on the same level with you. No, get someone who is on a higher level so that the person can help you stay out of that negative influence. The thing that you need to do is celebrate. Yes, heaven rejoices when a sinner returns. Why won't you rejoice over your victories? I mean, recovering from a bad influence is a long journey. Celebrate your wins, celebrate your milestones, because that celebration will motivate you to be on a success path. It will motivate you to keep trying, to keep being a better version of yourself. When you see your victories, maybe you've been clean for 1 week, you've been clean for 1 month, you've been clean from a year, from every wrong addiction or vice. Keep celebrating your milestones. I mean, tell yourself you are more than this. You can do this. You are more than a conqueror. You are stronger than this addiction. You can be better. Encourage yourself. Don't be too hard. Celebrate every win, because when you celebrate, you become better and you are spurred on to do much more. So these are the 5 ways that I know that you can break every negative influence. I'd like you to share in the comment section if there's any other way that can help someone stay free from every negative influence. We don't want you to tag up with the wrong kinds of people. God does not desire that you die. God does not desire that you end up in a way that he didn't plan you to end up. It's only the devil that has that kind of plan. So run away from every wrong influence. Run away from every bad vices. Run away from everything that does not look like God's plan for your life. My name is Ezinia Haniku, and I am still rooting for you to live your best life under God. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and I'll be waiting for you in the comment section so that we can help enough other people break all the negative influences in their life. God bless you.